Christmas, everybody. You know what I like to do during the holidays is drink some nice invisible hot cocoa, and I like to spend the holidays. In fact, I got a present here on Christmas time, so let's see what's inside of it. Oh. South Park is a cartoon sitcom about the crazy things that happen in a town called, well, South Park. Now, I've never really seen the show before, but I've heard it's a really good show, mocking pop culture and offending people one way or another. So when South Park was really popular in the late 90s, they made South Park the video game. Now, this game in particular usually ranges from okay to oh dear god. The game is also getting an unofficial remake on the PC for Steam. So how bad is this game exactly? Well, let's find out. We open to the remake of the South Park intro, and for the N64 it's actually pretty well. And then we get the opening plot of the game, where a meteor hits Earth and some crazy stuff happens. Then we get to the character selection, where we can choose between 4 different characters, and I don't know, I'll just go with Stan the Man here. So in the opening cutscene, Chef tells us that the evil mutant turkeys have attacked South Park, and then we get into the main game. And the first thing you do is throw snowballs at turkeys. Yep, next time you're hunting turkeys, just throw a snowball at it. The first thing you might notice is that the graphics are actually pretty accurate to the show's animation, converting from 2D to 3D. We then head on over to the Renaissance Ferry, and then we shoot more turkeys. I'm starting to notice a pattern here. I also encountered, whatever this is. Geez, these controls feel a bit wonky. What setting am I on again? 2 rock? Oh, you iguana. So I finally made it to the end level, and we're on the next level where Chef tells us that the turkeys are growing more and more. And then we go on to shoot turkey. Okay, was this game supposed to be Turkey Hunting Simulator and then slap South Park on it? Then I reach this giant turkey, which at first I thought was the boss. He isn't too hard, I beat him no problem, but then I fight him again. And again. And again. In fact, you don't fight this thing not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, not 5 times, but 6 times. I mean, geez, don't you think they overdone it on the turkeys a little? So anyways, Chef in the next level tells us that the turkeys are nesting in the cave, and it's up to us to stop them. Sometimes in the game, you can get special weapons like the plunger gun and the sponge dart gun. These do far more damage than the snowballs, however your ammo is limited on them. So I make it to the end of the level, which feels like an eternity to complete, and then we come face to face against a giant mecha turkey. And this boss is one of the most impossible things on Earth. Oh crap, I died. Wait, what? I have to start all over from the beginning of the level? Yep, no checkpoints, no continues, 1 death, and it's back to the start of the level. So I guess I gotta start over, right? Nope, I'm just gonna use a level skip code. In the last level of Stage 1, you follow the giant turkey into the center, and now it's time to talk about the controls. The controls feel a bit clunky, and whenever you're trying to aim properly, it just doesn't happen. So after I've beaten the level, it's on to Stage 2. This time, Chef tells us that giant clones are attacking the town, and they're just the turkeys but in a different skin. But we're gonna ignore these guys for now and go straight to the door. I'll tell you why in a second. After the door is open, we go inside and wait by the next door to open, and then the level is over. Okay, so what you're actually supposed to do is prevent the tanks from getting to the end of the town. However, the game doesn't penalize you for not stopping them. Instead, you are rewarded for the door opening to progress to the next level. What? Yes, I am not joking. You are rewarded for doing the opposite of what you're supposed to do. Have you ever heard of a game where you get rewarded for not only losing, but for also doing nothing? So I skip over to level 3 because, well, and I make it to the boss and... What the heck is that? Get that away from me! And now I'm stuck. What do I do now? Oh, I died. On to the next stage, and what do you think the enemy is this time? Why, of course, cows! Well, died again. That sucks. In the next level, we have another door, and I timed this whole thing from the minute I stepped in front of it to the minute it opened, it took roughly 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Over 3 minutes of just doing absolutely nothing and just sitting there waiting for this stupid door to open. I can watch a movie in that amount of time. I can do my laundry in that amount of time. I can pop in a better game in that amount of time. Okay, just walking through here and oh jeez, that is terrifying. Right, onto the final stage of level 3, where we go into the alien's core. Is this what Area 51 looks like? Because I don't know if I want to go there anymore. The final boss is a giant bouncing jack-in-the-box, because why the heck not? I actually did beat this until this tank blew me up, and so I took the game out and then I threw it outside. So in the end, South Park is not a good game, and it's a shame because this game sure did have potential, and I thought that this would have redeeming qualities to it. But sadly, it's just a terrible game. Funnily enough, there was going to be a Sega Dreamcast version of this game, but it got cancelled. But there was also going to be a Game Boy Color version of this game, but the creators thought the Game Boy Color was too kid-friendly for South Park. Oh yeah, South Park on N64? Put it right next to Elmo. South Park on Game Boy Color? Shut it down. The creator of South Park, Trey Parker, said that the game was repetitive and was bummed out. Yep, I think that just about sums it up.